What's up, everybody? I am William the Creator, and today we're going to talk about Captain America: Brave New World, the new Marvel movie that came out on February 14th. I saw this on February 13th at the fan event, the first showing ever in the AMC theater. I'm giving thing in IMAX. I'm like, IMAX is in AMC. Blah 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 blah. The AMC. My words are kind of messing up. I did a video before for the Oscars winners. So you haven't seen that video? Yes, I'm kind of still trying to keep going, trying to do these videos real quick, but not real quick, but just to do them because it's been a while since I did some videos for YouTube. But hey, I'm sorry about if I'm messing up and stuff. But here, let's continue on. Captain America: Brave New World. I saw this on Thursday, February 13th at the fan event, and yes, this movie, it was getting a lot of criticism from people, and mostly critics. Critics didn't like it for some reason. It got like a 49% Rotten Tomato. But the thing is, even though people were bashing it before the movie came out, when the movie came out, people started loving it. Okay? Critics still hate it. I don't know why critics hated it, but fans, they watched it, and they're like, this is a good Marvel movie. And it was. To me, technically, yes. Technically, to me, when I heard that, they cut some scenes out and they made the movie shorter, I was like, shit, this movie's going to be terrible. It's going to be rushed. It was rushed, but it wasn't terrible. That's the good thing about it. It was rushed, but not badly rushed, but it wasn't terrible. And, this is basically Anthony Mackie's first big debut movie for his new role as Captain America, because we've seen him as Falcon since what? Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Brave New World. He was also in the first Ant-Man movie when Ant-Man ambushed the Avengers campus. Well, not campus, their compound, we can call it. Let's see, what else? When he was in Avengers Infinity War, and he also was in Avengers Endgame. And he was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because that's when he started having his own debut show with the Winter Soldier. And then this comes out, Captain America: Brave New World, and he was brilliant in this role. Him, the new guy that plays Falcon, something Torres. His name was something Torres. I know. He's a new character, so I gotta figure out his name is. And then of course, bringing in Harrison Ford as General Thunderbolt, which is General Thunderbolt Ross. Basically, I gotta say the whole name. I don't want to skip over and just say General Thunderbolt, but General Thunderbolt Ross was basically how they pronounce it. Harrison Ford did a good job with him. And then of course, I can't how to say this one dude's name, but he plays the leader of the Surfing Society. I forgot what the villain name for the Surfing Society was, but the actor played him. He was also in The Mandalorian, who held the Black Saber, and he was that dude from Breaking Bad. But you guys know what I'm talking about. They were all good. They were all good in that movie. The acting was brilliant. The action scenes, there was a lot of action. It was like nonstop action, but it kept you entertained. Story wise, predictable. It was really predictable. That's why people liked it, because it wasn't all over the place like most of these Marvel movies that have been coming out this phase, where it was just like, yeah, multiverse this, multiverse that. I understand it because I know I've been following it. I've seen every single TV show and movie, and I understand the multiverse. I've researched it, read some of the comics. So to me, it was easy, and that's why I like some of the movies. Other people, they never read the comics. They don't watch the TV show, or they skip over some TV shows because they see the trailer and be like, yeah, this is boring. I don't want to watch this, or yeah, I don't want to see this because this is not important to me. And then that's why when they watch something they do like and get confused because they're talking about something that happened previously in another Marvel movie, then they get confused. But when you go in to watch this one straight into a regular espionage action movie. Just like the old Captain America's espionage, trying to figure out who is behind who, doing this stuff. Who's planning all this stuff to make these people's lives worse. And that's what Captain America: Brave New World is. But I don't want to spoil nothing because the movie's still in theaters. It's actually number one in the box office in the top 10 right now. Number one for 3 weeks already. So it's still making its money. So I'm not gonna spoil nothing. But if you've seen the spoilers on the internet, because I'm staying off of social media, I'm sorry. You've seen spoilers. But yes, this movie is basically kind of like its own type of movie. It's not. It does connect to the it's not like its own type of movie. And the way I mean by that, it's not mostly saying anything about the multiverse except for, I don't want to spoil it because, it's in the credit scene, but the credit scene was kind of like, yeah, he just says something about it, but people probably would be like, huh? But if you've been following Marvel, then you'd be like, okay, yeah, we know what's going to happen now. We know what he's talking about. But other than that, a movie is basically kind of like, people are saying it's kind of like a sequel to The Incredible Hulk from 2008. That's what Captain America: Brave New World is. So it's just mostly just a continuation from that movie, talking about the Hawk, the serum and stuff, and the villain from Incredible Hulk. One of the guys from that movie is the villain for this movie, and it was cool. The acting was cool. I mean, the one dude that was been hiding the whole time, you know, he was good at acting, but the way they made his character portrayed, portrayed by him, like his makeup and the way he looks, it was terrible. Okay, in my opinion, it was terrible. I'd rather have him look like, you know, the leader from the comics, big ass green ass head, you know, just a big ass green ass head, and he's smart. But no, they make him look like a giant pimple with a bunch of other pimples stuck to those pimples, and then more pimples stuck in that pimple, and it was just all over. And I'm like, ugh, that's disgusting looking for a character design that's not even the same as the comic book version. And I don't know, I didn't like the design. I didn't want to look at his ass when he ever came on screen, because like, I don't want to see more of pimples on his head, but that technically is his brain just bashing up into his skull, and it was the way they designed it was disgusting. But there was, when I read about it, why they did that design, they say, yeah, we wanted to do the design to make it more realistic because people complain about us doing the other design for characters that they don't like, which is more of the comic book style. I'm like, just find a way to do it with the, you know, to make it more realistic the way he usually looks. Don't make it realistic. It's just retarded. I don't want to say the word. That was close. I said the word. I'm stopping this now. I'm joking. I'm not gonna stop it. But no, it was just ridiculous. Just a ridiculous design for the leader. They should have went old fashioned. They should have went, like I said, the old fashioned style of how he looked in the comics. But that's my only complaint. I can vent that for a long time. I could go in detail about it. But other than that, I mean, everything else was good. I enjoyed the They went back to the come on. I'm sorry, my words are cracking. The Celestial, you know, the guy from Eternals, those gods. One of them, you know, frozen up in the sea in the Indian Ocean. Or was it Pacific? No, it was India. Yeah, it was India. Was it India? It was either the Indian or Pacific Ocean, one of those two oceans. It froze up in Japan, and it was India, because it was in the Indian Ocean, because India was the first. We're also going to it. We're going to that island too to get, you know, vibranium, because they mentioned that in the trailers instead of saying, "Hey, leave this for the movie." So when people watch it, they're gonna be like, "Oh crap, vibranium! We're getting Wolverine, or we're getting we're getting what's that doing? General Stryker." Which I was hoping to name drop a Stryker in this movie, and it never happened. Man, that made me mad. I was like, when it said vibranium, the whole time I was watching the whole movie, I'm like, say General Stryker. Say General Stryker. Where's Stryker at? Nothing. I'm like, God. Just drop, like, you can name drop Stryker, and I'm going to be like, we got Wolverine. We got Wolverine, guys. Let's go. Nope. Other than that, I mean, they could have kept that as a surprise for vibranium being in the movie. But, yes, the celestial god frozen in the sea has vibranium, and all these countries are going after it to get it. And there's like a big conflict behind it, because Japan, France, India, and then of course U.S. are trying to not go after it, but they were going to have a treaty where we can all have a, you know, official amount of it for each other. You know, it's kind of like a share moment. Like, well, yeah, we can give us, each one of us, the vibranium and use it for what we need to use it for. You know, but instead, something happened, and then Japan wants to go to war with us, because Japan was the only one that kind of backed out from the treaty after something happened. While India and France, they were about to back out till they came back and said, yeah, we will stay until you fix this problem and try to get Japan back with us. And that's when General Dunbar Ross was going to try to sort everything out while dealing with the serum he took that turns him to the Red Hawk, which they also kind of spoiling the movie, which also I wish they could have, you know, kept that secret too. But, you know, I guess they got to find a selling point for the movie, because, you know, I guess the movie wasn't going to sell well. But the movie did good. I think they did good in theaters. Made the same amount that they put budget into it overseas. You know, probably the same amount, but 180 million, and overseas it made like 183 or 83 million. You know, and on the first week. and now in 3 weeks in America it's 163 million. So just let's see, basically almost 20 million more or 20 million less, and we right at his budget here in America. So it made his money back. So that, I mean, that's good. But at the same time, there's some movies like this. I wish they could have, instead of showing it in the trailers, they could have surprised us. I would have been surprised, you know. But anyway, I was still seeing it. Even with the way they did it, I still seen it because I'm a big Marvel head. But other than that, Captain America: Brave New World, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, yeah. 7 out of 10. I mean, it's not the best Captain America movie, but it's basically one of the good movies so far in the phase. I mean, during this phase, I did like some other movies that were terrible, like The Eternals. I did like The Marvels. You know, it was fun. It was a fun movie. It was entertaining. It was a movie that you just watched to have fun. You know, it wasn't nothing to think about or be like, oh, it's serious. It was a fun movie to watch. If we're talking about my favorite movie of this phase, it was probably going to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, because that was actually one of the good ones through the whole phase. Besides the TV show, there was some good TV shows like WandaVision, Loki, Moon Knight. But for movie wise, it was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But in any case, thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoy your day, and I see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.